Hi there, friends. It's Derek Maul, recording a brief video to support today's blog. A few of you said after a couple of weeks ago that you liked the idea of me doing a video version of the blog. I'm not going to read the blog. I'm going to just say this is what it's about, and hopefully I'll match most of the thoughts there. But I had a really good conversation with my men's group Wednesday evening. We were talking about Galatians and Paul's whole message about law and grace. And I began to think, well, this is fundamental. This is basic. Why do we even need to talk about it anymore? Doesn't everybody know that this is what Christianity is? But then in conversation, I began to realize that so many of us still get caught up in the idea of self-sufficiency, or essentially religion. I can do this. Tell me what to do. Just like an IKEA project, some assembly required, I'll get it done. Because aren't we America, the nation that invented self-sufficiency and the strong silent man and individualism, and I don't need anybody's help. Well, we do need help. We need the help of Jesus, and we cannot get it done on our own, and without grace, Christianity evaporates. It's nothing more than just one more attempt at a religious code, and that's what Jesus came to change. So Paul had been confronted by Jesus on the road to Damascus. He learned about grace. He realized that even though he was an expert at the law, that did nothing for him, that did nothing to change his position as regards God. And so he went and he shared this message with the people in Galatia. But then others came from Jerusalem, followed him, and said, no, you've got to be Jewish as well. You've got to follow the law. Jesus isn't enough. And Paul writes them back and says, don't be fooled. This message is essential. Paul was helping to work out the basic idea of what Christianity was, what it was going to become. What does this new religion look like? And it all fixed around the idea that we need Jesus, and Jesus is God's invitation. And if we accept that invitation, it doesn't matter how well we do at following the law. We have been reconciled with God. This is not a substitute instead of doing the right thing. It's a reason to do the right thing. Grace frees us up to be able to serve God in amazing ways. And Paul was just really bearing down on this essential message. And I figured out that we still need to do this today. We still get it wrong. We still get caught in a trap that we can do this ourselves. Just give me the directions, let me at it, and I'll make it happen. Well, no, we won't. No, we can't. Not without Jesus. And so I want this to be what stays on our mind today. Grace is the only way in which we can be transformed. Not a transaction which checks something off, but a transformation that invites us into partnership with God. And we'll talk more about this later. Salvation as transformation, not transaction. But the bottom line here is grace. And this is what we all need to hear, even if we say the same thing week after week. I'm Derek Maul, and I'm grateful to be sharing a cup of coffee with you today.